Welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be making goulash. First we're going to get our water, we're going to boil it, put some salt, and put some olive oil in it so the noodles don't get stuck. Alright, and then we're going to get our large elbow noodles. You can use any kind that you like. We have our sausages, pepper, onions, and hamburger meat. That's what I'm going to be using to put inside of the goulash. And it's also like a beefaroni. You can call it goulash, beefaroni. It's the same thing. And this meal was actually under $10 because I had my hamburgers, my hamburger meat already at home. I had my peppers already at home. And I already had my sausages at home. So I just had to buy the noodles and some little seasonings. Alright, so we're going to have our pot on. I put grease in it so I can add the sausages and the pepper and onions in it. I cook those until it gets a nice little browning. Alright, and I put a little bit of garlic in it as well. Alright, so I'm adding salt, pepper, onion powder. I'm mixing that up. Alright, so I added my hamburger meat into the same pot because this pot is really big. That green stuff is green seasoning that I used from a different recipe. So I just added that because it was left over. That's garlic powder, onion powder. I'm seasoning the hamburger meat with. And also I'm going to add some Italian seasoning as well to the dish. And then I'm going to mix that up and mince it, separate it, and cook that until it gets browning. Ooh, it's getting hot in here. Alright, and that's the Italian seasoning that I added. Or maybe it's oregano. One of the two. I don't know. Then I get that a good mix. Alright, so then I'm going to go ahead and get my diced tomatoes, which I used Instacart to get tomato sauce, and they gave me a small jar, so I had to make it stretch with the tomatoes that I already had at home. So I'm gonna mix that up. Alright, then I'm gonna add the ragu chunky, which I love more. And then we're going to give that a mix as well. And I'm going to add a little bit of tomato paste. And then I'm gonna give that a mix. Looking good so far. Taste. Need missing something. Oh, sugar. A lot of people don't like to put sugar inside their pasta, but I do. I put sugar in a lot of stuff. So I'm gonna let that simmer and cook down for a little bit. I'm gonna drain my noodles, and then I'm going to add that into the pot with the tomato hamburger meat and stuff. Don't mind my nightgown because I love cooking in my nightgown. Very comfortable. Alright, so we're going to pour that in and we're going to give that a mix until everything is well mixed and coated. All the noodles are well coated with the tomato paste. And once everything is all well coated and mixed in together, you'll be all set. Alright, there it goes. Looks pretty good to me. Alright, so here's the finished product. I added some Parmesan cheese on top. You can add whatever type of cheese you like, but I had some Parmesan in the fridge, so I added that on top.
Thanks for watching.